If you don't know, you're about to know right now. You're about to learn. Education. You feel me then? Let's go. I'm Quindell Evans, and welcome to the Blue Poet Tree podcast. That's 3 words. The word blue, the word poet, the word tree.com. Blue Poetry podcast. And on this podcast, we speak about the habits that it takes to create a successful life and to break through a stressful life. You feel me then? From spirituality to finances to discipline to mentality, to relationships, all different types of things. And for today, what we're going to speak about is integrity. Integrity is knowing what's the right thing to do and doing it. Integrity. But first, we're going to start off with the pledge. And this is the pledge by Abiodun Oyewole, the creator and founder of the last poets, the pioneers of rap. And it goes like this. I want to be what I can be, to be proud, healthy and free. I want to say what I know to help my brothers and sisters grow. I want to feel good about me and blame no one for my misery, cause I'll be strong and turn it around. I want to go up, I'm not going down. I want to do what I can do to make all my dreams come true. Remember my past, the good and bad, how I made it art, even when it was sad. I want to share whatever my gift, and when you're feeling low, I give you a lift. I want to live without fear and know that I'm blessed for being here, and know that you're blessed for being here. Say, know that we're blessed for being here. Just know that we're blessed. All right, so that's the pledge. Now, to talk about integrity, we're going to start off with this affirmation, and it goes, I am what I eat, which means that my actions are like foods. So I choose to only eat what's healthy for my physical and mental moods. One more time. I am what I eat. So that means that my actions are like foods. So I choose to only eat what's healthy for my physical and mental moods. You feel me then? And this is affirmation about integrity. I know what's right and I know what's wrong. And I have the courage and conviction to do what's right. That's integrity. Like I know what's right to eat and I know what's wrong to eat. What's wrong to eat? Fried foods, donuts, candy, sugary foods and drinks. It ain't wrong to eat it at all, but some people can't go a day without they French fries. Some people can't go a day without they Dunkin' Donuts. Some people can't go a day without they Starburst. Some people can't go a day without they soda. Some people can't go a day without drinking liquor and wine. And whatever it is, we know what's right. We know what's wrong. Integrity is going to allow you to do what's right. You feel me? I know that what's right for the body is fruits, veggies, water, herbs, ancient grains and superfoods. I know that's what's right for the body. You feel me? Personally. For my body, that's what I feel. You feel me? And it ain't wrong to eat otherwise. You can eat any other thing in the world. But you got to put some of what's right in the body in order to have a healthy physical body. Period. And it takes integrity to constantly do what's right, to constantly eat what's right. You're going to be tempted, you're going to be pressured, you're going to be distracted sometimes, but integrity is going to keep us on track. You feel me? So, of course, if you out with friends, and this happens to me, sometimes when I'm out with friends, and a lot of times I'm just like, when I get out, I'll be questioning, like, I don't even know why I came out, because my integrity probably wasn't on point. I ain't really want to go out, but I probably wanted to be down with the crowd, and that's the other side. When not having enough integrity to just be like, I don't want to go out, depending on what we're doing. For example, I might have been out with friends at a bar, and or I don't know, something happened a week ago. I remember being out a few days ago, and my friends was I don't know, like somebody was like, they trying to give me an extra drink, and I'm just like, yo, bro, I'm good. You feel me? Because my integrity is like, I don't want to be, I'm saying, like, I don't want to do too much. Like, I'm good off this. Like, I'm good. You feel me? So, like, that's what it's about. It's about, like, having enough integrity to just understand your limit, or understand that you're unlimited and you don't want to limit yourself, whatever it is. So, because if your body is unlimited in its healthy state, you're going to limit it if you're going to put something in it that's going to drain it of energy, such as fried foods or too much liquor, or getting too high. Then you're like crippled, you get too high and it's just sitting on the couch and I wanted to do that, but I'm just like, yo, past that. Like we get to that point, if we allow ourselves to, but integrity is gonna not allow you to get to a state where you don't want to be. But there's gonna be times where you're distracted, and there's gonna be times where you're pressured and tempted, and that's okay. You might be out with friends and they want to stop into McDonald's, you don't eat that. They want to stop in the Dunkin' Donuts and you don't eat that. They want to stop into the liquor store and you don't want to drink. Integrity is gonna be like, I'm good. I don't want nothing. It's on me though. They might try to pay for it. It's on me. I got you. I don't want it. I don't want it. And sometimes, I was out with my friends. And my frat bros, and we was bowling, and they had some French fries and stuff, and they like, hey, you want something? And I'm just like, I don't want no fried foods right now. It's not me. Not like I don't ever eat French fries or fried foods, but it's rare. It's like if I'm not in the mood, and that's what this affirmation is about. It's about making sure that I choose to only eat what's healthy for my physical and mental mood. So if I'm not in the mood for that, then it takes integrity to allow me to keep my mood, to allow me to stay in the mood that's healthy for me. Allow me to stay in the mood that I want to be in. If I want to be I don't want to eat fried food mood, then it takes integrity to beat the temptation. It takes integrity to beat the temptation of my friends offering me free food that's fried. It takes integrity of my friends offering me something that I don't want. So like we gotta know, we gotta know what we want. That's the start right there, first of all. Because, like you have to kind of know what you want. You kind of gotta, if you don't want to be thrown off track, you gotta know what track you want to be on, what track you are on. You got to know where you're headed. You got to have a destination. You got to know where you want to go. Because otherwise, it's easier, to be thrown off. You don't even know where you want to go. You just go on with the flow type vibe. So a destination makes integrity much more powerful, much more stronger. It makes temptation and pressure and distractions much more weaker, because if you got a destination, you know where you're going, you know where you want to go, you know where you're headed, you know where you want to be headed, you have a vision for what you want your life to be like, for what you want your life to be. If you have a vision for these things, when people come along offering you something, you're more discerning, you're more critical of whether or not this is good for you. But if you don't know where you want to go, if you don't know where you're headed, if you're just going with the flow, it can leave you vulnerable to distractions. It can leave you vulnerable to temptation. It can leave you vulnerable to pressure, And I've been there. I've been there. So I say these things out of experience of me sometimes going with the flow. I've done a lot of negative things in my life because I wasn't aware of what I really wanted at the time. I wasn't aware of what I was. I didn't have a vision for what I wanted my life to be like 5 years from now, 10 years from now. But when the vision grows, then your integrity, kind of grows, or you might want it to grow, or it should grow, So like as the vision grows, integrity might need to grow with it in order for you to stay strong, you to stay powerful, you to stay on track, you to stay on, for you to stay headed in the direction that you see your life going, toward. So sometimes going with the flow is cool. Sometimes you gotta let go and go with the flow. Especially when you know where you're going. Sometimes you gotta go with the flow, but sometimes you gotta be critical. You know, in these times that you might want to be critical is when there are temptations, when there are distractions, when there are pressure. For example, if you're in a relationship and you don't, you might be talking to somebody. I don't know what you want to say. Relationship, talking to somebody, whatever. If you are talking to someone but you don't necessarily know where you want to go with this person, it takes integrity to make sure you still treat this person right. It takes integrity to still do your best in this relationship. It takes integrity to still, present yourself as the best, as the best you can be. It takes integrity to not hurt this person. Some of us are careless. We're not like hurting someone intentionally, but we're hurting someone carelessly. Like we don't necessarily care whether they get hurt or not, but we're not like intentional. Like I'm hurting them. We're like they're on their own. Like they decided to talk to me when I told them I didn't want anything serious, and it's like that's ambiguous though. That's not like the healthiest thing to do. It's, mentally, it's not the healthiest thing to say to someone and to leave them in a predicament of, they're talking to me and they get hurt, that's on them. I told them I didn't want nothing serious in the first place. That's not cool. It's if you feel like it's okay, if you have your way of thinking, you have your way of functioning, then it's okay. Like whatever's right for you. But to me, I feel like that isn't the best way to go about, talking to someone or building with someone in a relationship, but that's because my destination, on track, I'm on track to build with the people in my life. I'm not on track to have a relationship where I'm carelessly, I'm careless about whether or not I'm affecting someone in a healthy way or not. I'm careless about whether I'm hurting someone or not, intentionally or not, That's not what I want. That's not on track with my values. That's not on track with my morals. That's not on track with my vision. My vision is to care about how I'm affecting the people in my life. I can't control sometimes how I'm affecting the people in my life. All I can do is give myself, but I can be in charge of how I'm affecting the people in my life. And when it comes to that, it's important to realize how people are affecting me as well. Because this is not about this affirmation is not about just what you eat. It's not about, the foods that I'm eating. I'm choosing to eat the foods. I'm choosing also how I'm affecting the people in my life. And I'm choosing also to monitor how people are affecting me. If I'm having people in my life that's constantly tempting me, it's constantly distracting me, that's constantly putting pressure on me to be off track, then there's something I must do to change. There's something I must do. I might need to reconsider how much time I spend with this person. How much time or where I go with this person or what to do with this person, how I function with this person. I might want to reconsider because that all plays a part on my physical mood or my mental mood, my emotional mood. And that's what this affirmation is about. Because another word for eating is consumption, consuming, So how is my time being consumed? Who am I spending my time with? Who am I allowing to consume my time? Who am I spending time with, and is this time valuable? Is this time good for me? Are they good for me? Are they feeding me what's good for me during this time? Are they feeding me what's bad for me or unhealthy for me? What's actually going on with this time, because it's important. It's affecting my physical and mental mood. You know, are they fueling me so that I can get to my destination in a more equipped way, in a more effective way, in a more energetic way? Are they feeding me? Are they fueling me so that I can stay on track in a more powerful way, so I can be more equipped to get to my destination and pursue my vision and my goals? Now, these are the type of people in my life, but these are the type of people I want. I want people who are fueling me so that my energy can be more effective. And it's okay sometimes to have people that throws you off, people that distract you and press you, because you can use that energy to stay on track too. And I spoke about that too a few chapters ago. How to use any energy to go forth. Allow nothing to distract you. Allow nothing to take you off your path. But I'm not sure if that works for the physical mood. You know, like, I'm not sure if it's like I'm going to use french fries and donuts and liquor and drugs to fuel my body. Like, no, don't work like that. Your body's going to be broken down, you know? After it recovers, it may be stronger if that's what you feel. But I'm not sure if that's going to help you live longer. I doubt it's going to help you live longer. I feel like it, you know, drugs and they say food is either medicine or a drug. You know, like, it's either helping you live longer or it's either taking off some of your life. Like, everything you put inside your body is either breaking you down or building you up. So when it comes to that, you can't utilize, you know, unhealthy food to push you and energize your body. That's not going to work. So I'm not sure if you want to utilize unhealthy energy or unhealthy people or distracted people who are distractions to you and pressuring you and you know, tempting you to push you. I'm not sure. I'm not saying no, because I feel like it's different when it comes to food and people. You can allow all energy from people to push you, you know? But if we're going to relate this to consuming food that you consume, you might want to not allow unhealthy food to enter your body if you are on track to being healthy, if you're on track to want the maximum amount of minerals and nutrients and energy physically, then negative. You know, no. You might want to highly limit the amount of unhealthy foods you put into your body. Now, when it comes to people, you might want to limit the amount of unhealthy energy that you consume. Unhealthy energy that you allow to be in your environment, that you commune with, that you build relationships with. You might not want to build on unhealthy relationships. You know? So, like, it's not all about what you eat. Sometimes it's about who you're allowing in your life, you know? Because when you have a destination, when you know who's good for you and who's not. When you have a destination, you'll know who's good for you and who's not. When you have a destination, you'll know what's good for you and what's not. When you have a destination, things become much more clearer. You know what information you need to learn. You know what information you need to gather. You know what information you need that's going to help you. You know what you need to study if you're trying to be a doctor. You know, like, you know what you need. You're not going to go get a degree in English if you want to be a doctor. I'm not saying you can't do that, but there's a degree specific that'll help you out with that. There's experience specifically that will be more on track with that. You feel me? Like, you're not going to, you know, I mean, not you're not, but it's not the route. Like, it's not the route. You know, like, it's not that you can't go get an English degree and become a doctor later on in life. People do that. People become an English degree and go back and get another degree and go back. You know, we try different things. But what I'm saying is, if you know that you want to be a doctor, then you might not want to apply for an English degree. If that's what you know you want to do. Unless you know that you want to also write. You know, you want to be, you know, I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, if you don't want to write, you know, but you might feel like an English degree is easy, even though you want to be a doctor, you just want to get an easy degree, then okay, go get your English degree. But if you want to really pursue being a doctor effectively, study something that keeps you on track. You feel me? Just like we need to be physically healthy to last long in this world, we also need to be mentally healthy to last long in our careers. So we want to consume things that contributes to our mental capacity for our career. We want to consume things that contribute to our mental capacity for our endeavors, for our vision, for our goals. We want to consume things that contributes to our mental capacity for the relationships in our lives, whether it's intimate relationships or just friendships, associates. We want to consume things that are contributing positively to our mental capacity for the different areas in our lives. So it's very important that we don't consume things that are detrimental to our growth, that are detrimental to our function, to how we function, detrimental to our energy, that are draining us, that are distracting us, that are tempting us to do things that are not contributing to ourselves positively. So in order to do that, sometimes you might need to fast. I talked about that a few chapters ago as well. Sometimes we need to fast. And what that means is we need to stay away from foods for a while. Maybe a day fast, 2-day fast, 3-day fast. I don't know, for half a day. Whatever kind of fast. We just eat fruits for one day only. And just, whatever it is. Fast so that we can discern. We can take a step back. Take a wider view. Step back and discern. Take some time and be like, I don't know if this was good for me or this ain't. I don't know, and what fasting does though is it literally changes your taste buds. Like after fasting, your cravings is different. Like someone who eats, it's people who don't eat sugar. Like I don't eat white sugar. There's people who don't eat white sugar. If you stay away from white sugar for 6 months, the day you drink something and you didn't know white sugar was in, it's a turnoff. It's like, I don't like this. At first, but if you continue to drink it, after a while you'll get back used to it. But, so like fasting can do that. Fasting can allow you to think about, what food my body actually wants. What is going to actually arouse my taste buds, what's going to actually be soothing to my stomach, to my bowel movements, whatever. Same thing when it comes to the people in your life. Sometimes you might want to fast from certain people in your life. Sometimes you might want to fast from certain relationships and take a step back a day or two. Doesn't have to be forever. But a day or two and just discern, like, is this person good for me? Is this relationship good for me? And what that'll do is the same thing. Just like your taste buds would change, your energy would change. You'll be more sensitive to how someone is affecting you. Your taste buds are more sensitive to how this is affecting you, to how this is tasting, to how this is making my body feel. So you'll be more sensitive to how this person is affecting you. If they're tempting you, if they're a distraction, if they're pushing you, you'll be more sensitive to it. You'll be realizing what is good for you, what is healthy for your mental mood, and what is healthy for your physical mood. And study shows fasting is kind of the most effective way to get rid of any addictions. If you smoke cigarettes, just stop smoking for 2 weeks, and when you come back, it's different. You might come back and it's just, I smoke less, and that is good. Smoking less is good than smoking more. So fasting can help that. Fasting can help overcome addictions of whatever it is. Any type of addiction, whether it's, being addicted to your phone. You just don't go on your phone for a few days, and then you come back and it's like, I know how it feels to be without you. So fasting is okay. It helps you overcome unhealthy habits. It helps you begin new habits. It It helps you reset your body, even from your sleep cycle to your thought patterns. It helps you in so many ways. You know, like, it's like fasting from, fasting from, I don't know, just doing anything at all would be like meditation, just chilling. Meditation, just closing your eyes and just relaxing. That's a form of fasting, so that when you stop meditating, you're more effective. You're more sensitive to how you're functioning. You think twice about what to do, and that's what this affirmation is about. Thinking twice and thinking twice. Integrity is thinking twice when you're tempted. Integrity is thinking twice when you have the choice to be distracted or not. Thinking twice when you have the choice to succumb to pressure. Thinking twice when you have the choice to eat something unhealthy or not. Thinking twice when you have the choice to do something you know is not good for you. Do something you know is not on path with your vision and your morals and your values. Integrity. I am what I eat, which means that my actions are like foods. My actions are like foods. What I do is like what I consume, what I do. So an unhealthy habit is like a food. You're feeding yourself. You're fueling yourself with your habits. So I choose to only eat what's healthy for my physical and mental mood. So I choose to only do what's healthy for my physical and mental moods. If you don't know, you're about to know right now. You're about to learn. Education. Let's go. BluePoetTree.com. The word blue, the word poet, the word tree.com. This is the Blue Poetry Podcast. Thank you for listening. Leave a comment. Let me know if you're feeling it. This is the podcast where we speak about creating the habits that are, when we speak about the habits that are creating a successful life and the habits that are allowing us to break through and overcome a stressful life. You feel me, then? I'm Quindell Evans. Thank you for listening. Let's go.